Welcome to Pop Ascension Season 2, Episode 26, Sunny
26.
Days.
Wow.
Catch that?
Sunny days.
Catch that spelling because it's not Sunny, it is Sonny. And if you know anything about this show, you know that's going to have something to do with one of the segments in the show.
That's right.
So, and let me tell you, Michelle, after getting
Yeah.
your list of what you're covering today, even though I don't
Mm-hmm.
know the stories, I do know one because, that one was an obvious one.
Right.
Um, and then adding what I got today, this show is jam packed.
Jam
Jam packed.
packed.
You are not going to want to miss this show. I am
You're not gonna
telling
want to
you,
miss this.
I expect this show to be our best. That's how jam packed this is. Okay. And let me tell you, the last 3 episodes were amazing. Okay.
Yes,
So,
they're always amazing. There's no
so,
comparisons. Different
you
each
know,
time, right?
look, of course, we always have animal stuff.
Oh
Always.
yes.
Always.
Always.
We have movies and TV updates. We've got our celebrity birthdays, which I love, and we'll find out who
Yeah.
the winner is this week, of
Yeah.
course. We have some Guinness Book
Mm-hmm.
of World Records
That's
info coming.
right.
Not Guinness the beer, Guinness World Records. Um, we've also got some sports updates.
Mm-hmm.
We've got so much, and of course, as we round out every show with our music segments, we have some news, we have some new album releases, and of course, our song check where we each give 3 songs that we enjoyed this week. Oh my, I cannot wait.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
cannot wait
look forward to
because
that. Yeah.
I got some good stuff. I got some good stuff, and I'm sure you have some good stuff like always, you know.
Oh yes.
So again, jam packed season 2, episode 26, Sunny Days,
Sunny
and
days.
we are gonna start off like we always do with our headlines. Our
Yeah.
headlines, and unfortunately, it is not happy news. But
Mm,
if you are like me, you take this sad news and you turn it around and you celebrate it. Okay?
yeah.
So I am sad to say that James Caan, the legendary James Caan, has passed away
Mm,
at age 82. As
yeah.
I as his as they released the information, they didn't release what he died from. It was only
The
last
family
night.
just released it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was only last night, and it is very sad because he played Sonny Corleone from The
Yeah.
Godfather, which is a legendary movie to go with, his career.
Mm-hmm.
And, so it was sad news. So I'm kind of
Yeah.
incorporating the celebration part of this as the headlines. And
Yeah. I
it's
see.
not really on the schedule to give, but I'm going to give a top 5 of James Caan movies.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, number 5, Honeymoon in Vegas.
Oh. Yeah.
Right? Right? Like, he
Mm-hmm.
plays, the other end of Nicolas Cage, and he's
Yeah.
fantastic like always. James Caan plays a great mobster.
Oh
He does
yeah.
play a great mobster.
He played it
Um,
well.
oh, he does. He does. Number 4, Rollerball. That I wish that was actually a sport because I'd be watching that all the time because it was an awesome movie. I loved it. They tried to make a remake of it, not so good, but I love the original with James Caan. Number 3, a classic Brian song. He was fantastic in that movie. He was also nominated for an Emmy in that movie. It was a TV movie.
Yeah.
Um, and of course, number 2, Misery.
Oh yeah,
Oh my God, what a great movie that
he's
is!
really good in
Great
that.
movie.
Great movie.
So, and number one, of course, The Godfather, where
Oh
he plays
yeah.
Sonny Corleone. Um, so, an impromptu top five to celebrate James Caan's life, not to mourn
Yeah.
his death, because
Right.
he's
Celebrate.
fantastic. And there's so many good movies that he's been in, you know, and
Mhm.
you just can't touch all of them. I mean,
Right.
Elf. I mean, he was an elf,
Oh yeah.
you know. So we lost a legend, but we still have all those great movies that he was in, and so do a marathon.
Mhm.
If you haven't seen a lot of his movies, uh, just check it out. Go marathon James Caan movies, and
Yeah.
you know, and we still have his son Scott Caan from Hawaii Five O and other movies, which he's fantastic. He's a fantastic actor too, and
Mhm.
you know. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, so you get a
Right.
great actor in James Caan. What do you think
Yeah.
Scott's going to do? He's going to be a great actor, and
That's
he's good.
right.
He's good. So so that's the sad news.
That
I don't like
is. And
bringing the
my
sad news.
condolences to the family and the fans and friends.
Absolutely.
He was a very good actor.
Yeah. So, um, again, we don't want to dwell on sadness, so we try to make things happy. And,
Right.
that's why I did the top five, kind of, basically
Yeah.
take away from the loss and look what we have from him. He left
That's
his
right.
mark, and
Mhm.
you can't replace that. You can't
Yeah.
replace that. I mean, those are
There's
great
only one,
movies.
right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So again, this is Pop Ascension Season 2, Episode 26, Sunny Days. Sunny Days we just discussed, so there's no drama now for the title of the song. It was right at the beginning. I had to do something for James Caan, and it had to be Sunny Days because you want it to be happy and remember all the great things about James Caan. So, so that was quite fitting. And,
Yeah.
Michelle, I mean, we
Yes.
got some stuff coming. We got
We
some
have some
stuff.
stuff.
But you
Yes,
know
we're
what's right
rolling
now?
along.
We've got some animal news. So
Animal
before
news.
before you get yours, I have a quick tidbit for people to snack on. Um, we all love, national parks,
Mhm.
and Yellowstone officials have given a warning to visitors about bison. Since
Oh,
May
bison.
30th, there have been three people gored by a bison. So they
Oh,
kind of telling people stay away from the bison. It's that simple. You
that's
know,
simple. They
they
want
are
to do
wild
FaceTime with
animals.
the
Yeah,
bison. They want
yeah.
to do selfies with the bison.
It's like, what are they thinking? What is it? Like
What's going
a
on?
furry cow? No, this is a
No, it's
bison.
not
They
a
have
stuffed
horns
animal.
for. Look, they have horns.
That's right. They're wild animals.
That's right. And that's what Yellowstone said. They're wild animals. Don't go near them. Don't approach them.
Don't do
So,
it. Mm.
so I figured I'd pass that along, seeming we are, seen and heard by, so many in the United States
Yeah,
that I felt it was kind of like my duty to pass that along. So,
yeah.
so what do you got for animal news, Michelle?
Oh, what I have for animal news, it's a sloth sanctuary. Now, the sloth sanctuary, it looks after baby sloths that lost their moms.
Aw.
But since 2013, Sam Trull, a co-founder of the Sloth Institute in Costa Rica, has been assisting sloths in their return to the wild. I think one of my favorite things about sloth is they mind their own business, Trill told the Manhattan Book Review. And FYI, that's what some people need to do, right? Mind their own business.
Mm,
but
yes, they do.
I digress. Okay. Uh, okay. I realized that the circle of life requires all kinds of species of animals, including mischievous monkeys and carnivores, cats, and no offense to those animals that need each other to survive. Now, the Institute employs a soft, unique release method. It permits sloths to gradually adapt to the jungle and before venturing out on their own. And that's animal news.
There we go. Sloths. I love it.
Sloths,
They're so
yeah.
adorable.
They are. Oh my gosh.
I
So
would love to
adorable.
have one. I really would. But, they are a wild animal, and you
They
should
are
let
wild
them stay in
animals.
the wild. But,
Hmm Exactly. They're
so
better off in the wild.
absolutely, absolutely.
Hmm
We don't want to take
Yeah.
them out of their habitat and, you know,
Right. I always said like the older sloths or the disabled sloths, or that goes for any animal. They should be in a zoo, kept in the
yeah,
zoo for protection because they're vulnerable out there in the wild.
absolutely.
So I wouldn't mind, visiting or even donating to a
Right.
cause for them.
And not one of those
Yeah.
zoos that just have cages.
Right,
It's
right.
gotta
Like this
have you gotta have some open area,
space, a lot
and
of space.
their habitat.
Yeah.
You gotta have their
Right,
habitat for them.
exactly.
You know.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
so true. They're
so
adorable. Love
yes,
them.
absolutely, they absolutely are. So we
Yeah.
have still a boatload of stuff to cover.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but
Boatload.
you are watching us on either YouTube at Rhode Island Broadcasting, and we are cruising right along. We have 1,092 current subscribers. So subscribe to the
Wonderful.
YouTube and check that out. Watch us there. You can also find us on Facebook at RI Broadcasting,
Mhm.
Twitter at Broadcasting RI, and of
Yeah.
course, those of you that watch us on Twitch, and you can see us at RI underscore broadcasting on Twitch. So throw out
Mhm.
some bits. We have 290 followers on Twitch. So
Awesome.
we're doing pretty good. We're doing
Yeah, we're
pretty
doing
good.
pretty good.
Pretty good.
We're still
Um,
newbies. Yeah.
yes, yes.
Hasn't been a year for us yet, but
Nope,
we're
not
still
yet, but
newbies.
we're getting there.
We're getting
So
there
you can,
gradually.
yeah, if you can't watch us live or on video, later, but you want to listen to us on podcast, you can also check it out at Anchor, Spotify, Google, Amazon, TuneIn, Red Circle. They all have us. All of those. They
Yes.
all have
They
us.
have
So,
us.
download the podcast, and
Yeah.
listen to us. And don't be afraid to chime in, especially when you're
Right.
live, watching us live. Chime in. Chime in.
So
So,
much fun.
so
Yeah.
if you want to sponsor the show, and I'm going to do this so that way I'm going to read it off so that way the sponsors know exactly how we do it.
Yeah.
So you will give us, you know, your little ad that you want us to read it off,
Mhm.
and this is how we will do it. So, sponsor Pop Ascension, special promotional price of $25 for 4 episodes. We read off your ad and show it on the show. We also post it on Facebook, Twitter, and the website that reaches over 10,000 fans. That is how we
Yeah.
do it. And if you want to sponsor the show, that is how little it costs. I mean
Yeah.
that is a special deal. That's a
That's a
special
special
deal.
deal.
Like when you think
Unbeatable.
about that yeah, you're not gonna beat that. Like seriously,
You're not.
for
Yeah.
4 episodes, So I mean, even if you reach one person, that's
Mhm.
one more customer that you got. you know
Right.
and if it takes four
Yeah.
weeks to get that one customer, then you're golden. So that might be a deal that you should probably do, especially if you have like an online sales thing. you know so if
Mhm.
you do some, like, it could be anything, so any kind of website that brings in people and you make sales right from there, whether it's sporting
Mhm.
equipment or you
Yeah.
know pet food. So if you're
Right.
a pet
Anything.
company, oh my god, you should be sponsoring the animal
Oh,
news segment. you
yes.
know
Animal research.
so that is what we do. So it's easy to for people to see,
Mhm.
and the people that just listen to the podcast can also
Right.
hear the ad,
Yep. Yeah.
so you get it on both ends, and it
Yeah.
really works pretty well, to be honest with you. It really works well.
It's a brilliant idea.
So yes, and you support the show. It helps us pay the costs of all this fine equipment that I'm dealing with, and these
Right.
new toys that I'm adding seems like every week, so it helps, and
Mhm.
it keeps the show going.
That's right.
So so with that, we move on. We move on
Okay.
to some movie updates. Oh, I got some dandies for you. I have some
Ooh.
dandies.
Can't wait.
So, where do I even want to start? Let's start with Stephen Yoon from The Walking Dead.
Oh yes.
He just signed on to be part of the cast of Mickey 7, which is a
Oh.
sci-fi movie that's going to be starting production in August.
Oh, in August. Okay.
And this is going to
Next
star
month.
Robert Pattinson from Twilight and Batman, the Batman.
Right. The Batman.
Um, it is also directed by the Parasite director Bong Joon Ho.
Ah.
So, from what is explained to me, and they haven't really given anything away, so I
Uh
don't really
huh.
know anything about the movie, except for the fact that Robert Pattinson plays Mickey,
Uh huh.
and I guess he's kind of suicidal,
Oh.
and he goes down to the planet that they're exploring or something, and
Mhm.
he dies. So they clone him, and they keep bringing him back and bringing him back and bringing him back, and then
Oh.
apparently at one
A lot
point there's
of
two
stuff.
of them.
Oh yeah.
So
Interesting.
yeah, so I mean, it's got a big storyline, and
Yeah.
it's not going to be an easy one to pull off. So hopefully, he is up to the task.
Right.
But this also has Naomi Aki,
Uh
Mark
huh.
Ruffalo, Tony Collette in the movie. So it's got some star power.
Oh.
Um,
Great.
and like I said, it's due to start production in August. So next month
Oh, great.
they're going to start it.
That's wonderful.
So at some point,
Very
probably
exciting.
late next year release or early the following year.
Okay.
Also, Amsterdam, which is
Mhm.
an upcoming movie, and the release date is November 4th, and has an all-star cast. Now, when
Oh,
I tell you this is an all-star cast, it's 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 packs a punch.
wow.
Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, and John David Washington are the
Mhm.
lead roles, but this cast also includes Robert De Niro,
Really?
Chris Rock, Zoe Saldana, Rami Malek from Bohemian Rhapsody,
Mm.
Mike Myers, Timothy Olyphant, and Taylor Swift. And there's a bunch more that, I could be here till Christmas reading off these names.
Yeah, you'll be
So
here for Christmas.
yeah, nobody else would be, right? um, now they're saying that this is an original crime epic. So right
Yeah.
there, I'm thinking, oh my God, Godfather kind of thing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Hmm.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
So that is movie updates, and that is exciting.
Yeah.
But at the
Star
same
Trek.
time, yes, at the
Wow.
same time, I've seen a lot of movies that have this many people in it, and like
Yeah.
Ocean's movies come to mind, and I'm not
Hmm.
really a fan of all those Ocean movies. Not
Oh
a
yeah.
fan. Not a fan. Especially when you have George Clooney in it,
Hmm.
the most overrated actor in history.
Uh,
He plays himself in every damn movie.
oh yeah.
Every movie, he plays himself.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Typical.
like
Right.
where's the scope of brilliancy for acting?
Yeah.
So
Variety.
yep. So that is movie news, and we jump right in to breaking, and this is breaking. This is
This
today, I
is
believe.
breaking.
This is
Yes.
yeah. So breaking sports news. What do you
Yes.
have for us? And I know it's an update.
Well, what I have for this update for breaking, it's a short breaking news update. Brittany Greer, she pleads guilty in the Russian court to drug charges. Now, the Olympic medalist faces 10 years in Russian prison as the White House is under pressure to secure her release. And
Yeah.
once again, basketball star player Brittany Greer pleads guilty in Russian court to drug charges.
Yeah.
And that is the breaking news.
Yeah, that's pretty big. And
That's big, yes.
and it's like I said, look, when you're going to other countries,
Oh, yes, I believe.
you need to know the laws
Yes, need to know the laws.
because you
Gotta
don't
read it.
know you don't know what's going to happen. And frankly, I think she was careless about this. And
Yeah.
it is pretty clear cut. Like when they open the suitcase, it's right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
It's right
That's
there.
right. That's right. I mean, I travel. I've experience in travel, and I had a toothpaste, a tube of toothpaste in my carry-on, and they stopped me for that.
Yeah.
And I had no idea that it can be used to harm people. I guess, of course,
Wait,
mixture with
what?
other chemicals. A
It can
toothpaste.
be used to harm people?
It can use it somehow. It can be used to harm some, I guess, make bombs or whatever.
Step away! Step away, or I'll squirt you with this toothpaste.
A toothpaste in one hand and the toothbrush in
Oh
the
my
other.
god, I can
And
see
I
this
guess
now.
it's a weapon. I'm a brush your teeth.
We're gonna start this whole crime wave. People are gonna be robbing banks with a tube of toothpaste now.
I
It's
tell
like, give me
you,
all your money. Why? I got a tube of toothpaste, and I'm not afraid to use
yeah,
it.
I know, right? Oh my gosh.
Oh my god,
It
it's
had to
so
get
great.
confiscated. They threw away my tooth,
Oh,
but
that's
at least I
brutal.
had backup, so that was good.
Yeah. Yep,
Yeah.
that's right. You carry a spare unmarked tube of toothpaste in your sock, right? Oh my
I
god.
laughed. It was
Oh,
hilarious, though. I laughed about it.
going off the
Yeah.
rails here with a tube of
Yeah.
toothpaste. That is going to be the big thing now. Like we've moved
Yeah.
on from the koala. It's now a toothpaste. I still love that koala though. Still love it. Still love it.
Unforgettable.
Nope.
He's still talking about
Just
it.
can't. I can't. I can't. It's the most amazing animal fun
That's
fact
amazing.
ever.
Oh my gosh.
Ever.
It
And I
sure
hope we
is.
can bring fun facts back eventually. So
Oh, that would be great.
hopefully we can. Um, but we have other things that we can do.
Yeah. Other
And right now we have some TV updates, and this is actually
Mhm.
pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Because a lot has been made of video games. Um, with movies, and most of them have stunk until recently. Detective Pikachu, obviously the Sonic the Hedgehog movies are fantastic.
Mhm.
Um, but there are some stuff coming down the pipeline that I think people that are video game fans are going to be very interested. On
Ooh.
HBO, The Last of Us is gonna debut some point in 2023. So I believe it is a movie. I'm not quite certain because it really didn't specify if it was a movie or a series, but I
Mhm.
believe it is a movie. God of War TV show is going to be on Amazon. They
Mm.
have not released the date of when that is coming out, but be looking for God of War, which is a very good PlayStation game.
Oh yeah.
Netflix has been all over the video game thing. They are involved in BioShock, so
Oh.
they are looking to make a movie. Not only one, they are looking to make at least two BioShock movies.
Wow.
And BioShock was in development stage for a long time, and I mean a long time since the game had originally come out, and they have basically rescued it from
Mm.
basically development he double hockey sticks.
Oh yeah.
So look for that coming out in the next couple of years. Um, Tekken, all my Tekken friends out there, Tekken Bloodline is going to debut in 2022. That is this year. So somewhere
Mm.
around fall, be looking for Tekken Bloodline, which supposedly happens in between Tekken 2 and Tekken 3, somewhere in there.
Right.
So, Dragon Age fans out there, so look for Dragon Age Absolution in December of 2022. That is
Oh.
this year, and it is an animated series.
Wow.
And then, of course, the mother of all, you know, horror games,
Mhm.
Resident Evil series. That begins July 14th with 8 episodes.
Oh.
That's next week.
Next week. Mm.
That's next week. So Resident Evil, which I will never forget the first game.
Mm.
I played that first game and I was playing it and it was like, 2 in the morning. It's all dark, you know, it's all quiet and I'm playing this game and I make it through this room and all that stuff, and it's like, oh, I can breathe. I open the door and it's just a hallway, and I'm walking down the hallway and I think I'm relaxing and it's not finally, able to breathe, like I said, and dogs come crashing through the window, scared the mess out of me. The controller went flying. I fell back off the chair. It scared the crap out of me. Never played another Resident Evil game since until last year, where I finally was able to pick up another Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
That's how bad it messed with me. That bad. It messed with me.
Wow.
So, so Resident Evil, be looking for that, and so there's your updates for video games coming to the small screen. So some of them will be
Yeah.
movies, some of them will be TV series, but it will be on the small screen, not the big screen, the small screen. Netflix, Amazon, and HBO. So that is TV updates for you. And I still have it on sports news. Look at that. There we go. There's the TV updates right there. So, but
Yeah.
now we're done with TV updates. So,
That's right.
and we roll on because Michelle's got a news break story for us, and we all
Yeah.
know what this means. We want to pay close attention to this one. Let's see what she has this week.
Yes. News break. Mexico mayor Wednesday now. Um, the alligator wearing white wedding dress in a strange ritual. Yes. So it's Mexico mayor weds an alligator wearing dress in a
What?
strange ritual. Now, the mayor of a small Mexican town married an alligator in an unusual ritual. And it's thought to date back centuries. Now, the symbolic ceremony took place in San Pedro, Humalula, a town located in the southwestern state of Oaxaca, or Mexico's Pacific coast. So it's pronounced Oaxaca
Oh my god.
in the coast of Pacific coast of Mexico. Now on Thursday, the mayor of the town, Victor Hugo
Oh Jesus.
Sosa, who is indigenous descent, wed a 7-year-old alligator that was clothed in a white dress and other colorful attire, with many local residents in attendance. In a colorful ceremony, Sosa and other attendees danced to the traditional music as the mayor held the reptile in his arms.
Oh my.
Now, at this point in the ceremony, the crowd urged the mayor to kiss his bride, which he did on several occasions,
Oh my god.
planting his lips on the top of its snout. Now, fortunately for the mayor, the animal's jaws was being tied shut. Now, revelers also carried the alligator through the town's streets as musicians serenaded the party. The state of Oaxaca in southern Mexico is a rich in indigenous culture and is home to more than a dozen groups who are descended from people who um, who is living in the region prior to Spanish. These groups kept their languages and traditions alive to this day. And that is Newsbreak.
You know, I'm speechless because like you always have these stories you find,
Yes,
and I don't know how you do it,
I find them.
but you
I
always
always
manage to
find them.
top the previous story. Like this is a mayor, a
The
mayor.
mayor,
Yes, somebody that we're supposed to look up to, as a leader in our communities, marrying an alligator
an alligator in a
and
white wedding dress,
kissing it and kissing it.
kissing it repeatedly on its snout.
Yeah. How
Wow.
insane is that? As I'm about to lose the camera.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
It's like
Different cultures are celebrating
we
different
find
ways and
we find craziness everywhere, everywhere.
everywhere
So
around the world.
so Michelle, I did some digging
Okay.
and I figured this would be a pretty cool thing to do on a normal, on a normal basis, weekly basis.
Uh-huh.
And that
Yeah.
is what's happening. And I don't mean the
Mm-hmm.
old TV show with Roger and Rerun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember that
What's
show.
happening?
What's
What's
happening?
happening?
I loved that show. Rerun was
Yeah.
hilarious. I loved it. Loved it.
Oh yeah.
But so I figure, we can read off give people information on what's happening, for events. So if people have events, they can message us or put it in the
Right.
comments when and where those events are, and we will read it off, the following week. Or if they're on now and they have an event, they can just say it now and it'll get posted right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I
Sounds good to
know,
me.
and I know we just had Joe on not too long ago. So I figure
Yeah.
I will read off those from Rhode Island, assuming,
Right.
home state. So May Day in Onlyville in Providence, Rhode Island, July 27th is an art jam.
Mm-hmm.
August 11th, Tokyo Slow on August 11th at City Pop Plastic Love. So
Mm-hmm.
these are in Rhode Island. So you look it up, you can find it. September 22nd, Japanese Disco Night at News Cafe. So I thought that was good.
Yeah.
We want to post that. That is locally, and then there is not so local in Houston. July 15th through the 17th is Comic Palooza.
Interesting.
Comic Palooza. So you can
I'm a
see Joe
producer.
Flanagan and Michael Shanks of Stargate SG1, my
Mm-hmm.
favorite sci-fi TV show. um, and of course, San Diego Comic Con, July 21st through the 24th, and you can see virtually everybody, including
Yeah.
William Shatner, Nathan Fillion, just to name a couple. Like, who doesn't want to see Captain Kirk? Like, you know, I mean, that's legendary right there. That's legendary.
Yeah.
So, so I
He's a
figured that would
legend.
be pretty cool to say, what's going on in some places.
Yeah.
So,
That's a great
so
idea.
every week we'll have, something to tell you where to go. Sound good? And people can chime in, say, "Hey, you know what? There's this thing going on at so and so." You know,
Mm-hmm.
there could be like a flower festival in Tokyo.
Never know. Something
So
like that, right?
there
Anywhere.
are people traveling all over the place, and we
That's
have
right.
visitors from all over the place.
Yeah.
On the show. So,
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be pretty cool. Pretty cool, and it gets places involved like Sao Paulo. You
Oh,
know,
yes. Our fans. Shout out to Sao Paulo.
we have them all over the place. You know,
Yeah.
so if you're in Atlanta, let us know what's
Yeah.
going on. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah. Have you watched any Wimbledon? Because that's going on.
Yeah,
And
that's going on.
I
Yeah.
I just found out like moments before the show that Rafael Nadal has backed out of the semifinals because of you know an injury. So that stinks. I
Oh,
like
wow.
Rafael. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so that's too bad. That's too bad.
Yeah, it's too bad.
He's one of the greatest all time in tennis. One of the greatest. So that is what's happening. What's happening, Raj?
What's happening?
So we've got what do we got? We got Guinness Book of World Records.
Yes, we have
What?
Guinness
What?
Book of World Records. Now, this Guinness Book of World Records stood out to me. It was about an Oregon man. Now, he breaks the record for the fastest time. Now, get this, alphabetizing alphabet soup. Now, Jacob Chandler successfully arranged letters A through Z at in 2 minutes, 8.6 seconds. Now, Chandler says he was inspired to take on the challenge to show his son that anything is possible. Sometimes it's even okay to play with your food. unquote. Congratulations, Jacob Chandler, for setting the Guinness Book of World Records. And
Wow.
that is Guinness News.
Wow. That's incredible. Like
Yes.
eight
Isn't that
like
impressive?
8 seconds really. Like when you think about it. That 8 seconds.
8.6 seconds.
Most people can't say the alphabet in 8 seconds, let
True.
alone doing anything backwards and stuff.
Yeah. Very impressive.
You know, there are
Very
people in
impressive.
there are adults in this country that don't know the alphabet.
That's true.
So we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. I was going to elaborate. I said, okay.
Yeah. So look, we are just cruising
Yeah.
right along. We've got
Yes.
still more to come. Still
That's
more to come.
right. We have more
But
to come.
again, you are watching Pop Ascension Season 2, Episode 26, Sunny Days. In
Sunny
case you
days.
missed the beginning, you probably want to go back and watch the beginning after you're done finishing the show.
Yeah.
Because you'll find out what Sunny Days was for. But you are watching us on either YouTube at Rhode
Yeah.
Island Broadcasting, Facebook, RI Broadcasting, Twitter, Broadcasting RI, and of course, our friends at Twitch, RI underscore broadcasting. And if you can't watch us live, then please, by all means, watch the videos, or, or
Yeah.
you can listen to us on the podcast
That's right.
at Anchor, Google, Spotify, Amazon, TuneIn, Red Circle. They all have us. They all
They
have
all
us.
have us.
All
Yes.
have us. And of course, if you want to sponsor the show, and I know you want to, you just need to pull the trigger. And you can email us at ribroadcasting.media@gmail.com, and we can get you all the information. And if you missed the promo that we did earlier, it's only $25 for 4 shows.
Yeah.
A
Unbeatable
special
price.
deal, special deal.
Special deal.
So we did a promo and we read it off like we would do for, anybody that has a sponsorship in the makings for us, and that would
Right.
be nice. So, or if you just want to throw us some bits on Twitch, by all means you can. Just
Yeah.
put them out there. So, um, every bit helps, to get through all of this and to keep us
Yeah.
going. So, we got celebrity birthdays, of course. Oh,
That's
let's find out who
right.
is the winner for celebrity birthdays.
Celebrity birthdays.
That's
Oh,
right.
celebrity birthdays. The drummer, musician, actor, and singer who was a member of the English rock band The Beatles.
Ah!
Now, until their breakup in April of 1970, he wrote Don't Pass Me By in Octopus's Garden. Drummer Ringo Starr is 82 today.
Awesome. Awesome.
Now, comedian who starred in the British television shows Fresh Meat and Bad Education. In 2019, he began starring in Amazon's Good Omens. He has also hosted Backchat alongside his father. TV actor Jack Whitehall is 34 today.
Hmm.
Now, television actress who is predominantly recognized for her performance as Nicole on Netflix's The Summer I Turned Pretty, she also guest starred on a 2022 episode of The Wonder Years in 2021. TV actress Summer Madison is 24 today. Now, singer and drummer who is a member of the Australian pop rock band 5 Seconds of Summer, alongside Michael Gordon. Clifford Callum Hood, and Luke Hemmings. Drummer Ashton Uren is 28 today. Teen actor who played a young Clark Kent in a 2013 film Man of Steel, uh, and is a television actor. He appeared in A Common Law, Glee, and Criminal Minds. He was also cast as Liam Dunbar on the MTV series Teen Wolf. TV actor Dylan Braybury is 24 today. Powerful vocalist known as the little big sister of the five-piece girl group Fifth Harmony, who debuted on the second season of The X Factor, finishing third place in 2018. She left the group after singing solo. Pop singer Ally Brooke, and she is, read my rating, 21 today. So R&B singer, artist who released the singles I Like It and It Won't Stop. She has worked as a songwriter for artists like Brandy and Alicia Keys. R&B singer Seven Street Strill is 36 today. Indian wicket keeper who served as captain of India's test team from 2008 to 2014. He was also limited over as captain from 2007 to 2016. He led Chennai to Indian Premier League, and that Chennai is Chennai, to Indian Premier League titles in 2010 and 2011, and joined the rising Pune Super Giants in 2016. Cricket player MS Dhoni is 41 today. Professional boxer and celebrity personal trainer who became well known for training YouTube star Alajide Alatuni, he would be featured in the documentary KSI Can't Lose. Boxer Vidal Riley is 25 today. English television and radio personality who received widespread fame as the host of the tabloid talk show, the Jeremy Kyle Show. He has aired over 1,400 episodes of his show in the UK since 2005. Radio host Jeremy Kyle is 57 today.
We're going to catch him.
Yeah.
We're going to have over 1,000.
Yes, we are. Now, blind and autistic musical prodigy who came to the public's attention after competing on America's Got Talent in 2019. He's known for performing a variety of genres, including rock, pop, jazz, and R&B. Pop singer Cody Lee is 25 today. Now, singer-songwriter and voice actress in Rugrats, All Grown Up, Drawn Together, and Tiny Toon Adventures, among other pop singers, and also she's an actress. It wasn't listed, but she was an actress also. Cree Summer is 53 today. Stand-up comedian known for his deadpan delivery, his jokes about food, and for assuming the voice of easily offended listeners. His memoir, Um, Dad is Fat was published to good reviews in 2013. He played the character Roy Keane in That 70s Show, and has appeared in such film as I Be Going on 30, 17 Again, Away, Away We Go, and Hot Pursuit. Comedian Jim Gaffigan is 56 today. Now, cast in the role of Marcus for Netflix Free Reign, he is a British actor who looked other 2017 parts in the movies The Rising and The Pursuit of Normality. TV actor Bruce Herbelin Earl is 24 today. Lead guitarist of the rock and metal band Avenged Sevenfold and the metal group Pinky Smooth, guitarist Sinister Gates is 41 today. Swedish DJ and dance music producer whose remix of Pressure became one of the most popular songs in 2011. He's also known for hits and as Calling and Heroes. Music producer Alesso is 31 today. Actress, singer, and dancer. She is best known for the role in Lifetime's 2014 film The Unauthorized, Saved by the Bell story. TV actress Alyssa Lynch is 26 today. Now, singer whose song Break Every Chain won a Grammy Award for Best Gospel Contemporary Christian Music Performance. She was also nominated for Best Gospel Album for the project Grace. Gospel singer Tasha Cobbs is 41 today. And that is celebrity birthdays.
Wow. That
It's
was
jam-packed, right?
that was an incredible list.
Oh, yes. And
And
I
it
have
was
a
like
feeling who you're going to choose.
I,
I think I know.
I don't think it's any question, to be honest with you. As talented
Let
as
me
these
guess.
people are, I,
Yeah,
you
they're all
know,
talented, right?
and to be honest with you, they might be more talented than the guy that I'm going to pick
Yes.
because he wasn't that great. But when
Oh,
you are
okay.
part of that, which
Part of that group,
might
right?
be the biggest thing in history. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that is special.
that is
And
special.
you have, you know, a guy that did well in cricket,
Oh, yeah.
Dahani, great cricket player,
Yeah.
You had Superman,
Oh, yes.
you
Superman.
know, and I'll tell you, Summer Madison from when she was in Wonder Years,
Oh,
the new
yes.
one. Like I
Uh-huh.
like this new Wonder Years way more than I like the original. Way
Oh,
more,
yeah. Way
way
more,
more.
yeah.
It's not even comparable because I thought the old show was
Wow.
kind of yeah, you know,
You said that on another show. I remember that. I have to check
yeah,
that out.
yeah.
That was my
But
show. Oh my
I
gosh.
like the new Wonder Years. I like it a lot,
Wow.
and I think they have a great cast. So,
Yeah.
um, but with all of those and Alesso, I can't forget Alesso because that's like
Can't
he's
forget.
big. That's big, you
That's
know.
right.
But it begins and ends with any Beatle.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't
Uh,
matter which Beatle it is. It's a
I
Beatle.
know it.
It even could be Pete Best.
Yeah.
Was only a Beatle for a little while, but
Mhm.
he's still a Beatle.
Oh yeah.
And if you're a Beatle, You win. Period.
I know it. I know you was gonna
Ringo
say
Starr is the the
Ringo
the
Starr.
the hands down winner. Now, a year from now, that could be different. It could be somebody else that we don't know yet that may go on a streak, you know, that is unheard of. So,
Yes. Now, viewers, this is only Ron's
yes, yes,
choice.
oh, of course, of course.
So, whatever
You
is
know,
your choice, put it down in the comments. I would like to
oh,
know.
yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, they're all talented people. I mean, let's face it.
Very
I mean,
talented.
and
Yes.
like I said, they're like most of these people are probably more talented than Rigo is as a drummer because he's just an average drummer.
Drummer. Yeah.
But that's all they needed for that band to be great because when you have Paul and John, the greatest songwriting duo ever, and I don't care what anybody says, nobody writes songs like them. Nobody. Nobody.
hmm Great hits.
Yep. So Ringo
I love
Starr,
the
you
Eddie.
are my winner for celebrity birthdays this week. So
Celebrities. Happy birthday,
you know,
everyone.
so if you are having a birthday, happy birthday to you.
Yes.
You know, so um, like I have a friend that celebrates their birthday the whole month.
I do the same thing.
Yeah, cheat in the
Actually,
system.
season.
Cheat in the system. Cheat in the system. So happy birthday to all of you that have a birthday this month. That cheat
Thank
the system,
you.
and then don't claim it on how old you are. It's like they want to claim the whole month, but then they don't count it. It's not fair. It's not fair. So we are in the home stretch. Once we get to music, it is the home stretch, and I got some music news for you.
Yeah.
Probably everybody already knows this, but for those of you that do not, Carlos Santana passed out on stage during a show in
Oh,
Michigan.
yeah.
Um,
Mm.
Now he is 74, and he blamed it on forgetting to eat and drink water.
Oh, that can
He said
happen.
that he was dehydrated and passed out, and he has been released since, but it is not known when he will resume his tour, as he is touring with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh,
So now I
legendary Earth,
don't.
Wind, and
I'm
Fire.
assuming that Earth, Wind, and Fire is still going on, and they probably
Oh,
found
yeah.
somebody to take his place until he deems fine to go back out there.
Oh, yeah, because they're in
Um,
the contract, so they have to keep going.
yeah. So I'm assuming
Yeah.
that he's probably going to take a few days and then head on out to pick up the tour. Probably, I would probably say that by the weekend. If he's dehydrated, if it is in fact dehydration,
You never know, right?
you know. So if it is that, then he should probably be back by the weekend. Now, if he's not back
hmm
by the weekend, then there's got to be some questions raised on if it is that or not. So,
Right. Exactly.
so that is music news. Just a little bit of tidbit of information. So new
hmm
music,
New
new
music.
music. So the albums that caught my eye, and I looked through all of them, go through all of them.
hmm
I saw Imagine Dragons,
Oh.
Mercury Act Two,
hmm
Kid Cudi, The Boy Who Flew to the Moon, Volume 1,
Hmm.
James Bay, Leap, and get this, Journey, Freedom.
Journey. Cool.
Yes, a new album by Journey called Freedom. It's got, I believe, 8 songs on it.
Oh, wow.
So, um, so yeah. And let me tell you, I listened to 3 of those albums: Journey, Imagine Dragons, and James Bay. and that's all I needed. So I didn't get the chance to listen to Kid Cudi, so he will have to wait till next
Oh.
week because I found my
Yeah.
three songs.
Mhm.
Like it was pretty easy on those albums.
Yeah.
I was actually impressed. Yes, I was. So
Mm.
that brings us to song check, Michelle. Song check. Our
Yes.
three songs. We've got three songs that we enjoyed, and we want to pass it along to you, the
Yeah.
fans, because we want to, you know, get the music out there. Even though my choices today
Yes.
probably don't need much help,
Mhm.
but it is what I did because I couldn't really find, of any songs that were by somebody new that I cared for. Once I started looking at the new albums and then I played those, and I was like, that's all I needed.
Oh yeah.
That's it. So didn't
Mhm.
spend a whole lot of time looking.
Right.
Um, so, Michelle, what is your first song for song check? And you at home, you guys should tell us what your songs are.
Yes, my first song is by KARD. Ring the Alarm. And the genre is dancehall. Now, these are Asian artists, and they sing Island Caribbean, up tempo dance song. It's two females, two males, and the group is called KARD. Each letter represents a member as well
Ah,
as
okay.
a playing card. So that's why it's actually abbreviated like that.
Oh,
So it's KARD. Ring the alarm. Check
okay.
it out.
So this is an Asian Caribbean sound.
Yes,
I'm
I thought
trying to
that was
place
so
that.
different.
I'm trying to place it, and it's like it's actually kind of funny, but I'm sure
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
yeah. It's more of the music, I would say. They don't have the lingo. You may think, they may have the accent or trying to.
Well, that's what's so comical about it. It's like
It's amazing. Yeah, it's good. It's different. I never seen Asian artists.
so. I'm
It's
gonna I'm gonna
usually
have to check that out because now I'm
Caribbean,
curious.
Latino. I'm used to seeing that, but I was surprised to see Asian artists. They were, they pulled it off with it. I mean, I like the beats. I was like, wow, it's a good dance beat to it. So
Yeah. All
check
right.
it
So I'm
out.
curious, and I'm gonna have to check that out. Gonna have to.
Yes, check it
My
out.
first song is James Bay from the album Leap. Um, it is One Life. And
Oh,
now there were other songs on this album that are pretty good. Let me tell you. But
mhm,
I chose One Life because of the weekend that we had for the 4th of July around the
mhm.
world, around the United States. Um, we got to keep remembering that we do only, in fact, have one life. Despite what people may believe in, you have one life that you know of.
Yes, make the best of it too.
Make the best of it. We don't
Yes,
need all
good
this,
deeds help
all
people.
these senseless deaths. And I chose this song because I wanted to mention that. And it's a great ballad from a
Oh,
guy that has a great voice, and he never disappoints. The fans of his music, and I like the lyrics, and so I chose
mhm.
this song especially, to talk about the 4th of July weekend with
Oh
those horrible
yeah.
things.
Yes.
So check that song out for sure.
Yeah.
Your second song, Michelle.
Well, my second song, it's by Jay Hover, and it's titled One Legged. Now,
Okay.
he's a Guyanese artist. It's a fun dance song. The artists give instruction through the how to dance to the song, how it's done.
Mhm.
And I love the song. Enjoy watching other cultures dancing along, with the song. And it's a hit to me. It really is. I really love that. And that's
All right.
by Jay Hoover, One Leg.
Awesome. Gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to start doing the one-legged
Yes.
dance.
And I would like to see you do that. I was gonna
Yeah.
say to you, I think even you can do that one.
So maybe we'll have some sort of a contest.
You sure about that? I'm a good dancer.
I used to be a great dancer. You know,
Okay.
I I, I do have to say I came in second place in a dance contest with this girl Tammy that I used to know,
Okay,
and
we'll see.
we'll just say that we danced a Footloose. That's how long ago it was.
It was say that again.
It was to Footloose.
Oh, Footloose, right? I remember you told me that. Yes, you
And
did.
we incorporated that thing, like in what's the movie there? Dirty Dancing, where it jumps up
Uh-huh.
and he
Oh
catches her,
yeah.
and yeah, we
Yeah,
incorporated
but
that.
there's
So,
different types. Now, you think you can do Guyanese dance, African dance, there's Latino dance, there's different types. Now
oh,
it's
I can
just,
do anything if you show me.
different genres.
I can do anything
Okay.
if somebody shows me.
That'll
You
be
show me a
something,
couple of
yes.
times, and I can do it.
Yeah.
I was out there, doing line dancing and the Macarena and all that stuff. So I can do it.
Great.
I can do it. I did it
Yes.
all. Did the mashed potato, the
I put
alligator.
you on that challenge then. Okay,
You
you
know.
versatile.
So I could do it. I used to dance a lot. So
Mhm.
so you know, it is what it is, though. I'm old
Yeah,
now, so
that doesn't mean anything. There's
no.
silver haired people. I see them dancing and dropping it. You know,
Yep.
I could
Yeah.
drop it and bring it back up too. So
I used to drop it like it's hot. You know.
hurt later maybe, but
Yeah. So all right. So my second song,
yeah.
um, Imagine Dragons, and I'll tell you,
Oh,
this album
okay.
actually impressed me because
I heard a lot
I
about
didn't
that.
like Volume One.
Yeah.
Didn't like Volume One. Um, but I loved Volume Two of what's the name of the album? Mercury Act Two.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Look, this album was fantastic. It's fantastic, and
Oh,
Symphony is is to me a lyrical masterpiece
ooh.
because he sings that all the stuff that has to do with music is like
Hmm.
the couple.
Right, right.
So you know you're the melody and I'm the all that stuff all has
Yeah.
to do with the symphony, and the way it's arranged is just immaculate. What a great song this is. A great song. I was impressed with the
Oh,
writing on a lot of the songs on this album, and this one was one of those. So,
oh,
Imagine Dragons Symphony might
that's
be their
great.
best song they wrote.
Yeah.
So,
Gotta check it out.
song number three, Michelle.
Song number three is by Joy Wave. We are all we need. Oh, I love this song. Now the song it has like the reason why I love this song because I'm a fan of YouTube. YouTube.
Oh,
That's a band.
oh, not
For
just me,
people that
but
don't
you
know.
too.
Yeah, YouTube. I knew you were gonna say something. And it have a YouTube feel music to me.
Really?
And the artist, when you look at him, his voice, like when he sings, it's usually when people sing, it doesn't match with the way they look. So he kind of reminds me of that.
Sort of like
Um,
Rick Astley.
yeah,
Never gonna
yeah,
give you up.
yeah, the deep tone or whatever. But yeah, but You know what I mean? Yeah. So check it out. And
Oh, I
that's
definitely will. You have some three interesting
Joywave.
songs. Your choices, three
Yeah,
interesting ones.
Joywave. We are all we need. Yeah.
And it's funny because you chose "We Are All We Need." The song I chose is "The Way We Used to Be,"
Oh, okay.
and it is by Journey.
Journey.
Now,
Oh.
now I do have to say before I hype this song up,
Mhm.
I went to listen to the album, right? And the very first song just to me screamed duplicating their old stuff.
Oh,
Because the first
really?
song sounded just like Separate Ways, but only slower.
Mhm.
Like it sounded almost identical. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. Really? Did you have to do this? Right?
Yeah.
And then the second song changed everything. And every song,
Mhm.
and Separate Ways happens to be on the album, but they
Right.
did like a remake of it to go on Stranger Things, the TV show.
Mm.
So
Right.
that's a little different sounding, Separate Ways. But after that first song that sounded like a carbon copy of it,
Mhm.
um,
Mhm.
the album was spectacular, spectacular, and I
Mm.
could have chosen three
Spectacular.
songs. I could have chosen three songs from it, but I went with "The Way We Used to Be," and it is classic Journey power ballad.
Wow. Sounds
Like
great.
when you
I'll
think of
check that
Journey, you
out.
think of Open Arms,
Yeah.
Lights, and all those power ballads. This one was good. It was
Mhm.
good, and I'll tell you, I loved it. I loved it, loved it, loved it. And
Yeah.
and as much as I loved Symphony and One Life, the song blew those away, blew those away, and that's
Wow.
saying something. So
That's saying a lot,
I'll tell you,
especially coming from you.
I have discovered so much great music this year. It is incredible. It is
Yeah,
incredible.
I noticed that too. The changing the artists, and I've been impressed lately with the new music that
I
came out.
just I just think
Past few
that
weeks or so.
this year is probably the best year in music in a long time.
Yeah, long time. It's
And
been a
it's
long
coming from
time.
every genre. Like I'm looking at this, it's like we haven't had like the same type of music, week to week. Because we're getting hip hop, R&B, rock music,
Oh, I definitely check it
adult
all. I love it.
contemporary. I mean, we're
Yes.
hitting on all cylinders. Blues, country, like there's been everything,
Oh,
everything.
yes.
You know, I mean, we've got all those big time names coming out with albums. Obviously like Snoop and Drake.
Yep.
And then we
Yeah.
have those 80s bands coming back like Joan Jett and Def
Yeah.
Leppard and now
Making a
Journey.
comeback. Yes.
They're all doing some great things, and we're sitting here admiring all these great albums from yesterday and today, all the
Mm-hmm.
stars.
That's
So,
right.
and then you mix that with all these new artists that we've been discovering.
Yeah.
It's
Really good.
fantastic. It's just fantastic, and I'm
Fantastic.
loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So if you have music out there that you want us to hear, or
Yeah.
if you just enjoy something that you just heard on the radio, let us know. Let us know.
Yes.
Post it in
Let us
comments. We
know.
want you to comment. We
We
do the
love
show
that. We
live
love
for
that.
that reason
Yeah.
because we could just sit here and record a show and then just post it up later. So comment, start commenting. We know you're watching. We know you're watching.
We see
So,
you.
so again, we are Pop
Yeah.
Ascension Season 2, Episode 26, Sunny Days. And in case you missed the show, go back and watch it. You'll find out what Sunny Days is about.
Right.
Um, but it is Sonny Corleone in memory
Mm-hmm.
to James Caan,
Oh, yes.
a great actor. But go back, literally, if you're just joining us, go back, watch the show because this was a great one. Um, we had so much to cover, and it was fun while we did it.
Always
So
fun,
you can
right?
join us every single week on Thursday night or morning, depending on where you are, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or
Yeah.
Eastern Daytime, whatever it is. I don't know what it actually is. But we are on New York time,
Yes.
um,
Eastern Standard Time.
so so join us every Thursday night at 6, or if you're in China, Philippines, 6 a.m. So watch us before you go to work. Watch us
Yeah.
before you go to work. And if you can't, then you can listen to the podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Spotify, Anchor, Google, Amazon, TuneIn, Red Circle. They all got us. They all
Oh,
got us.
yes. They have us.
And YouTube, you can watch us at Rhode Island Broadcasting. You can watch us on Facebook, RI Broadcasting, Twitch, RI underscore broadcasting, and of course, Twitter. You can watch us live also at Broadcasting RI. And please comment, share, do all those fun things so that way people out there that haven't seen us will get to see us.
Oh, yes. And thank you to all that has shared and comment.
Absolutely.
Well
Absolutely.
appreciated.
Absolutely. That's it, Michelle. We are done.
We are
Done, done,
done.
done.
And it was fun. And we're done.
Yes, and I'm glad I was joined by Michelle, our lovely co host, as always. I'm so
Oh,
glad
thank
you were here
you.
with me. It wouldn't be
Great
the
to be here.
same, either way. I think, the show needs us both, to keep this fun going because,
Yeah.
it's that's the
Always
beauty of us together is the
Yeah.
way we make the show um look at it from every type of angle.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I think we
Mm-hmm.
have a good touch of what people like out there, and I think we are in touch um, with what is right out there.
Yes. And I've heard the compliments. And
Yeah,
thank you for the compliments.
yeah. So that is the
Agreed.
show for the week. We will see you next Thursday night live.
Yes. Next Thursday, live.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.